Hi, everybody! Today for Sunday Funday, we're going to see how I draw a Nectar Collector.
Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description, and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, honey farmer. So I just wanted to draw some kind of bird, right? So what I was thinking was that it's almost like a nectar farmer. You know, maybe that's what it should be, a nectar farmer. But I like honey farmer, just flows a little bit better, you know? So that was my idea. It's like he's like kind of a, you know, a hummingbird, you know, with a long beak. And that's pretty much it. You know, I just wanted to draw that, and then I decided, well, let's play on that. So let's say, you know, he's not only does he collect it, I mean, you know, it's his job. So he is more than just a bird. It's like a bird animal. Okay, I know that doesn't make sense. A bird person, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Almost like an elf, you know what I mean? Like he collects his honey, and he builds his little contraptions to collect the honey and that kind of thing. That's kind of what I mean by a person, right? Because he's not really a person. He's a bird. It's a honey farmer, or a what do you call it? A hummingbird. Oh, I cannot think today. Well, you know what? Who am I kidding though? I can never think, and that's what I always say about just about everything I draw here. It's like, you know, I'm not an artist. I'm not a speaker. I'm an artist. And so, yeah, I can't speak. I'm not good at speaking. All I can do is draw pictures. There's his collector. So he smells and tastes the honey with his nose, but he collects it with his little nectar keeping container here that will suck it out to his backpack. Okay, so let's give him some parts, a belt with some stuff on it, almost like maybe a reader, you know, some kind of nectar detector. Oh, maybe that's what his name is going to be, a nectar detector. I like that. Okay, we're changing it up. Next week we're going to do the honey farmer. Today we're doing a nectar detector. Inspector Nectar Detector. Okay, just making myself laugh. Okay, next week we'll do the honey farmer. This one's going to be the nectar detector. I like that. But yeah, I just thought it'd be kind of cool to do something like this. You know, a birdish type little guy. And that's the whole thing. That's where it came from. That's my thought process. Not much of one, huh? I know. I'm not a thinker, I'm a drawer. I'm not a speaker, I'm a drawer either. Okay, so let's give him some kind of backpack. I like backpacks, apparently. I draw them quite a bit. We'll see this goes back here. It's going to connect and go into something here. Right? I don't know what I'm drawing. I'm just drawing like parts, pieces, things that might go together. Something like that. So I think that's good. We can, you know, leave more for color, but I think that's going to be good for like a little guy. So let me erase some of this, and then we'll get going with the Sharpie. And what I want to do is I'm just going to erase some of the sketch lines because I want my Sharpie to stand out and not my pencil line. So when I drew lightly, those lines will disappear. As I got more confident, those lines are going to be harder to erase, and so they're going to stick around a little bit longer when I lightly erase like this. So basically, it's just like life. You get rid of your sketchiness and you keep the confidence. And that's what we're going to do. So there you go. I think that's enough that I can see where we're going to go, but enough of it disappeared. So I say we welcome everybody that skipped and get going. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen. Mostly the fine point, but it pen's a little finer than the fine point. You can find things that a fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased the majority of the sketch lines, but left myself enough to follow. So I'm going to start with his eyes and draw my way out. So I'm going to give him some little bird eyes. Chirp, chirp. I'm going to draw like the glasses like this. Or goggles, I guess. Let me add some detail with a small Sharpie. I just dove straight in with the big Sharpie there. Yeah, we had a name change. I decided to call it something else. I mean, you won't know because by the time you see the video, it's going to be called that. But it worked out. It worked out a little better this way. So I'm going to go with it. Okay, so that goggle's going to go over his head. A little strap going across. And then the other side, because think of it this way, it's like a cylinder, okay? So if this is a cylinder and this is his eye, like he's looking through it, right? As we turn to the other side of the head, you're seeing more of the side and really can't see inside where his eyeball is. So say his eyeball's right there. As we're turning it, now we're drawing this and his eyeball's like inside here. So just think of it like that. And then that way, this cone is going to go like that, okay? And then that's all we can see. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just draw the big beak and get us going like that. So I'm just going to just flow with it. I'm more of a puller than I am a pusher. So I'm going to start from the point and pull my way up, okay? There you go. That feels more natural to me. You do what feels better to you. Either you pull, push, or pull. But I guess this could be called pushing too, right? I mean, it depends on which is more natural for you. So that was natural for me. So I'm going to go back the same way, kind of flow it in, come out. Okay, and I want his beak coming through like this. Okay, so I want the hummingbirdish type point out to the front like this. And now I have an edge, I can continue this. Okay, and I'm going to do like this the entire way through, add little details as I go with the tiny Sharpie just to match it, and just to make it look a little more detailed like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and just draw the top of the goggles all the way around. And that's where it's going around his head, okay? Now he's got hair that flows back, so I guess they're feathers, but I mean, considering, you know, he's a bird, it would be more feathers than hair, but I kind of like the idea that he's got like a long flowing, beautiful mane of hair. Okay. Now, I want to draw every single hair. I want to draw the flow. I want to draw the whips, the dips, but I don't. Like, I want color to take care of a lot of this. So yeah, I'm not even going to connect it there, like make a hairline. I'm just going to kind of play around with a few wisps and things like that. But I want it to be not really flowing, but I want color to take care of a lot of it and kind of define more than the Sharpie, because when you're drawing with Sharpies, they scream at you. They're not subtle. They don't let you whisper. Sharpies never whisper. Neither does Texas. And I want it to be controlled more by color than a black edge. So that's all I'm going to do for the hair. Okay, so that means I'm going to bring his body down here. I'm going to draw like a backpack strap going across. That's why I did that little bump, because I wanted to show that there's something on top of something, right? Not just a straight line through, like something over the body. It's breaking the edge line. It's the silhouette is being broken up because of the object on top of this. So I'm going to have like his backpack strapped on, but almost like roped on too, like a little bit of knotted string. I'm going to knot it up right here. I'm going to go back. Okay. And that's what I had. That's the idea I had for this. Kind of like a knotted rope. Just kind of tied on, you know, holding on some of the like maybe it fell apart. He had to tie it together, you know, something like that. Just a little bit of oddness, a little bit of strangeness, a little bit of no explanation, just to see if I can get some creativity going, you know, a little something extra. All right, so let's see. So his body's going down here. I've got it kind of coming down here like this. Boom, there's that little thing. Let's go, because I'm gonna have one going across. Here, let's go ahead and do it. Going across, tied to it like that. This is gonna come down to the belt, so let's go ahead and just draw the body down like this. And draw this down to his belt. Like that. And again, that's sort of just, it was tied together. It's just something he managed to work out to make it look, or to fit for what he needed. So let me draw his wing, then I can draw the belt, because you want to draw what's on top first. That way when you draw what's underneath, you're not drawing through what's on top. His shoulder or wing is going to be like this. This part of his body is going to come through the rest of his arm, I guess. Again, I want to do a bunch of feathers. I want to draw a whole bunch of stuff here, but I shouldn't. Again, I should let color take care of it, but I am going to point off these edges. That's the one thing about this Sharpie fine point. It's not made for little stuff like this, so it's not quite a pointy edge as I want it to be. I want to do so much with this, but I want to do that with color. I'm trying not to do that right now. Let me go ahead and do his backpack, since that's the edge right now. I have a solid edge of what I can build on. So let's say this is strapped to this. I don't know what this is. I'm just making it up. So we're going to say it's some kind of nectar harvesting machine. There's the edge. Again, don't know why. I'm just making parts to make it look like it might be some kind of, you know, nectar harvesting machine. Let's see, they're going to do a top like this. Let me add some details to it now. I'm going to have a hose coming off. It's like a garden hose type kind of thing. He's going to have a retractor in his hand, and that's what sucks it into this. I'm going to have it connected by a hose that's kind of flowing through his body like that. So I'm going to add a little patch right there. Let's add some crazy details. We'll say this is a patch that is holding his hose together, because at one point it got busted. Okay. And I don't know, we'll say like maybe this is like the holder. Just again, negative stuff. Extra stuff just to break up the negative space. Don't know what that is. We're putting it on. Okay. Let's see. We're going to draw a solid edge like this because it's got to have a side, 4 sides to it apparently. And then we're going to draw some kind of maybe like a lid or something that connects there. Another one over here. I can break up all that thick space with some thin space. Just to break up the line thickness and add some subtle differences here and there. Okay. Again, don't know what that is, but we did it. All right. Cool. All right. So again, back to his belt, and we're gonna draw like the old typical flap over pouch. And I always like to draw little edges to the pouch. Like that. We'll say there's a button that holds it together. I'm going to attach this to his belt like this, almost like one of those little extra worker pouches you add onto your belt, like an accessory type kind of thing. Then we'll say maybe there's some kind of tube things on his belt. Again, just making it up. Something for his belt buckle. We're going to say something like that. Just mixing it up a little bit. This is going to go here. We'll add again something here hanging off as well. Can't tell what it is, but that's okay. His shorts. Simple shorts, but I'm going to color them funny. I'm going to do something like maybe draw Bermuda shorts or something just to make it a little crazy, a little odd, Let's go ahead and draw his legs, and then I'll come over back here to his arm. So I'm going to give him bird legs, so they're kind of shooting back like this, down to his ankle, his bird ankle. Then I'm going to draw, let's see, we're going to do one toe like this, another toe like this. One foot. The other one is the same thing, but pushed back because the other way of his body. The other side of his body. Okay, gonna come back for the toe. Again, see how that didn't form a point? That's the one thing I don't like, so I'm going to fix that. Just add a little bit of a point, just because they're toes, they're talons, little bird talons. They should be a little pointy. A pointy. And let's see. I probably shouldn't do too much here, because I should do it with color, but it's too late. I'm gone. Birdish. There we go. I like the scale look on bird feet. Oh, I love it so much. It's so fun to draw. There we go. And we kind of broke up the negative space too. Okay. All right. So now we just want to draw his hand, and his hand is holding some kind of gun, nectar retractor, I guess. So I've got his arm bent a little right here. Then I'm gonna have his, okay, so it's almost like he's holding it like this, okay? So these fingers are wrapped around and holding it. These are kind of like, I guess, waiting to work, I guess. And it's a bird. I can't really fight too much about how he's holding something. So let me draw, I know we're kind of floating here, but let me draw the handle or the top of this part right here. Watch this. That's the detractor or the retractor or the extractor. That's the word I'm looking for. That's the extractor. Okay. All right. So now that I have that, I can go ahead and draw, because I don't want to draw through. I wanted these fingers back behind this, and these are going to wrap around. So I mean, they're feathers, but he's using them like fingers. So when I say fingers, I'm just talking about the way he's bending his feathers around like fingers. Okay. There's the extractor. And then this is connected up there. So we're going to draw a little hose, and that's going to disappear back behind his body and flow back up there. Okay, so his hand, the rest of his feathers are just going to be like that. Okay. So let me just add a little bit of I want to say detail, but let's just go ahead and add like a label. That's what we'll do. It's the official nectar detector extractor retractor. Okay. Okay, and I want to do more like with his little feathers right here, but I shouldn't. I should let color take care of that. So you know what? I'm walking away right there. I'm going to say let's do the rest with color. So for Sunday Fun Day,
That is a Nectar Collector.
so here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.